What up, fam? It's your boy Swish 05 here. And apparently Drag Neil. I have a couple things I want to say. First of all, I want to start off by saying I'm glad that this week we've had of the same video has come to an end, and that it has ended with behavior doing what they should have done before this patch was released. Part of me can understand it's a DLC patch, a specific amount of time, yada yada yada, gotta get it done, it has to come out. And then in the same vein, I also cannot excuse that because we know behavior has these things in the works long before they hit us, you know? These issues also had been made known to them, but they still did it. You know, it talks. We know that. Cool. To announce that there's a hotfix coming tomorrow is awesome news. It would have been great a week ago. Would have been great if this didn't happen. But it did. And here we are. With behavior kill switching the shit. They're fixing it. They're stopping it from happening. Less than 24 hours before they fucking update fix it. What the fuck was the point of this? Huh? Down. Alright, so that just got, I don't understand that. To put out the statements you did, this isn't game, this isn't that, this isn't that, so out of touch, and then turn around and do the same thing. I ain't Drake. You ain't gonna piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. You a day late and $1 short, fam bam. A day late and $1 short. Thank you for stopping it. But I already figured out a way so it wasn't affecting my games. I think I saw one content creator. I can't remember who it was. When I saw the video, it had 99,000 views on it. I don't remember who made it. But they essentially had the same idea I had. Information is key. You know where they are, you know what they're doing. He had Hoarder. I saw Phantom Fear on there. I don't remember what the other two perks was. Same idea. I took it a step further. Hoarder, Human Greed. I had Franklin's on there. And I had Hoarder, Human Greed, Franklin's, and Weave Attunement, right? This is what the meat and potatoes of this rant is. I love this community. I love this game. I have Dead by Daylight ties. I have Dead by Daylight fucking hoodies, family. I have Dead by Daylight clothes. I have Dead by Daylight tattoos, okay? I love this game. I've done unspeakable things in this ghost face mask. Not yet with the Myers one, but we're working our way up there. Point being, I love this game. I also love this community. This is a video for another time. Well, if this does well, this is a video for another time. But how the us versus them, if we knew how to properly engage with each other, that could be such a fun dynamic in the community. Again, I'll talk about that for a different time because that's neither here nor there with this. What I'm saying here is I love this game and I love the community, okay? I do. But I have a problem when they announce things that are going to change, right? Or they announce things that we dislike. Killers have been getting for a little while now, okay? But there's this tendency for like Franklin's demise, the most irritating one for me right now, okay? This, for every big content creator to come out and just say the perk is dead, but put no work into figuring out if the perk is actually dead, Okay? If that's what your opinion is, cool. But don't come out and put the shit out there like it's factually a thing that this perk does not do anything anymore. Because that is objectively false. I built an entire build around it. You can do one too. You don't even have to use the perks that I did to get value out of Franklin's. There's a lot of value to be had in displacing people. You know, when you get people out of position, their items don't lose charges, family. What survivor you know gonna come in with a purple med kit or a purple flashlight, gel dressings and batteries and all that shit? You knock it out their hand. They know it's not going nowhere. You know they going back to get it. Weave attunement. You see everything around. It don't matter where they put it. You putting extra chests on the map. Survivors are gonna open the fucking chest, fam. They can't help themselves. Hoarder. Boom. You see where every one of them are. Weave attunement. Bro, like everything, you know, and this perk doesn't need Franklin's to work. Weave attunement doesn't need Franklin's to work. You don't need Franklin's for Hoarder. You don't need Franklin's for Human Greed. The purpose of those 3 perks was so I can put them around Franklin's. Not one of y'all tested it. And this is the problem I'm having, is this meta. Okay? The whole idea of a meta. Of course there's always going to be a meta. People can keep saying it's a party game, it's for fun. There's a competitive scene in the game. Metas exist in the game. That means it's a competitive game. Regardless of what you think, the game is competitive. The problem I have a problem with metas because it takes away the imagination of the entire community. Everybody who plays the game wants to win. I get it. I play every game to win. I unapologetically will tunnel you. I unapologetically will proxy camp you. Whatever I got to do to win the game. And the more y'all press, the more I'm oppressed. I hear survivors go, why you tunnel? Why you do this? Why you do that? Fam, y'all pop 3 gens in 2 minutes. Did one of y'all niggas stop to say, let me stop doing gens so he can get a couple? Oh, there's only 1 gen left and he's got 2 hooks. Maybe we should slow down. Let's not do gens, okay? Maybe one of us dies, but let's let him get everybody to death hook. Then we'll try to fix the last gen, and then we'll just, hop right on out. When the fuck has that ever been a thing? That's not a thing. That's stupid. So to think that I wouldn't take the most optimal route to win is also stupid. Okay? And that's where the meta comes in. Because you're wanting to take the most optimal route to victory. But we have a game where you can be Springtrap and chase Lara Croft down and hit her in the back of her shit with an axe. Fam, this whole arena is built off imagination. And when everybody's only running a meta, that part's gone. That part's gone. So because the big content creators tell you something's useless, everybody disregards it. Fam, I built this. Too bad twins is shit. I love playing twins, fam. I put the shit on that makes it so Charlotte gets undetectable every time she wakes up, and I make Victor drop the items, right? And then I'll run. I don't give a fuck what my 4th perk is, but I'll run the Human Greed build. I'm knocking shit out of people's hands with Victor, bro. There's so many different perks. I'm only using Franklin's demise as this example because this is what's got me pressed right now. But what I'm saying is there's so many fucking ways to skin a cat, and the meta just shuts all that down because nobody knows how to open their fucking minds up. And let me tell you something, if I catch you skinning cats, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. But what I'm saying is, like, I just have this problem with the meta. Like, when was the last time you saw, like, a gameplay build that wasn't specifically, like, advertised on a stream to be, hey, we're doing viewer builds or we're doing this? When is the last time people are putting gameplay videos up with experimental builds? Hey, I realize that I can use the power in this way, play these perks with this power, add these add-ons to make up for a little bit of shit, and I created a whole different way to play this killer. But nobody does that because the meta exists. Okay? And ain't nothing wrong with a meta. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win. That's essentially what a meta build is for. It's there so you can win the majority of the time. It's the strongest things that are found and will produce the best results. And again, I have no problem with that. But where's the amount? Where there's all this outcry and people are mad and people are making the same fucking video for a week. But no, there was no video where somebody was like, hey fam, this shit sucks, behavior's not switching it, we're still playing a game, we're still creating content. You know, we got 100-something thousand hours between us. Family, what can we do? What can we adjust? What can we do to make this shitty experience a little bit less shitty? Y'all ain't never went through no shit in your life before? Y'all ain't ever had to adjust before? Family, we adults. Don't tell me you ain't been in no situation that seemed like it was some bullshit and you had to figure out a whole different way to play the game just because of the way shit was stacked against you. It's a dirty game. And I'm talking about life. But there's always a way around a rigged system. And it's the same with this game. There's always a way around a rigged system. So if we can create these metas to win all the time, and all the content creators, if we can create these things, why can't shitty times like this come together as a killer community? Or even just, the survivors ain't gonna participate in that. They were saying you deserve it because Clown got buffed. So I'm not even gonna include that shit right now. So why can't killers come to, hey fam, we got emails, we got discords, we motherfuckers getting private lobbies and shit. There's multiple ways that somebody could have came up with something. Or even one of the big content creators, when they saw what was gonna happen to Franklin's, why did not one of them try to test it out? My philosophy with Franklin's is more than about deleting the charges from the items. It always has been. I've used Franklin's on plenty builds. When I'm knocking items out of survivors' hands, and now that they don't, I honestly, wholeheartedly believe that Franklin's is objectively stronger now because of this. Because we know what survivors are going to do if they can just go pick their shit up. They got a med kit they brought in and they can heal themselves in like fam. Don't sit there and try to fix your mouth and tell me they're just not gonna go back because they know you have Weaver too. Fam. Adapt, adjust. That's all we gotta do. And again, I ain't shitting on no metas. Metas, they are what I even use meta builds sometimes. It is what it is. There's a place for it. Again, it's a competitive game and we want to win. But sometimes the system is just a little fucked up. So you got to do a little something else to skirt around it so you can try to win that way. You see a wall, what you gonna do? Stand there yelling at it? That's what we did. That's what the community did. That's what the big voices did. They walked up to a brick wall and started yelling at it. Bro, what the fuck is that gonna do? Nigga, how tall is it? Can we climb over this motherfucker? What's the ground made of? Is it dirt? Can we dig our way up under this motherfucker? How wide is it? What if we just go to the side a little bit? Can we walk around this motherfucker? No, we just gonna stand there and yell at it. And then the brick wall will insult us by opening up, right? Okay, you know what? You were loud enough. I'll go ahead and move so you can walk through, right? Knowing goddamn well in the half a cycle of a day, the wall is just gonna crumble anyway. Is that really doing something for us? Does that really help us? No, behavior's not helping us with this shit. They're smacking us in the face with their dicks. That's what they're doing. Because they know that everybody who said they weren't spending money, or they're gonna spend money in the next week, bro. Oh, everybody was paying with their wallets and standing 10 toes about to spend money on that DLC this week. Praise be to the holy beam, fam. I swear, everybody's gonna go spend their money on that because behavior smacked their dicks in their face and said, you know what, it was gonna happen tomorrow anyway, let's shut them up. We're getting crucified on X or Twitter, whatever you wanna call it. Boo! I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing and I know what you're doing and it's bullshit. Ugh. Getting a little riled up. So one more time, I ain't got shit against big content creators. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't know if you've noticed, but I be in chats having full-on conversations with people in their comments when they make videos. And I'm starting to realize that's not the way to go about creating a conversation. I have my own platform to use. So if I want to if I want to rant, or if there's something I want to say, why don't I just say it here? I usually use this shit to make like cinematic gameplay videos. I like putting music to my shit, dope ass effects. I like my shit to be a vibe. I want you to cut my shit on and just sit back and just watch a gameplay while some dope music happen and you enjoy the spectacle. But then I also realized that, like I said, if there's something I want to say, I should just use this to say it. So that's me saying it. What exactly am I saying right now? This is a very incoherent rant. It's been about several things. But the main thing that I want to point out is the simple fact that the meta being what it is and the people who perpetuate the meta, I just think there's I think that there is a kink in the chain somewhere. Because the leaders of our community should be speaking for us. And they do that very well. As they have shown since this update dropped, that they are not shy about speaking up for us. King made a video today. He took behavior to task, which he should have. He even sits down with Kote. Big respect to King for that. He took a shot at him. I fuck with it. A lot of y'all took shots. I'm not singling him out. I'm just saying it was cool to see King take a shot. Hello, Natsu. That's Natsu. It was cool to see that. But the other part, our community leaders, another responsibility of being a leader and a pillar of a community is to lead. You do these experiments, you perform these tests, you do these things. So when there's an object in the way, the people who are following you, looking to you for things, they're not just going, damn, this is all bad. Now what do we do? Woe is me. No, they go, okay, boom, he came out with this, or she came out with that. They did this, they did that. Okay, let me try to build upon it. You educate and lead, fam. That's what you do. That's what leaders do. So I don't know, man. This ain't me taking shots at nobody. This is just me ranting. And it's just how I feel. And behavior, shame on you for trying to piss on my goddamn leg and tell me it's rain. I don't know. Like, share, subscribe. Go ahead, hit the comments, tell me if I'm wrong or not. But to be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. But I will converse with you. I do give a fuck. I do honestly care about your opinions, and I would like to have conversations with y'all about these things. But I just realized I can't do that in the comment sections of other people. I have to use my own platform if I want my voice to travel. Thanks for sitting with me while I ranted. I'm going to probably hop on DBD, get on some killer, and stream myself destroying people with Franklin's demise.
I have such sights to show you.